Yo, what's up, what's good? You are rocking with the best. It is 6 p.m. on a Monday, and you know what time it is. It's time for Conversations with Comedians on Beltway Radio and beyond. I am your host, Mr. Perspective, Doug Bennett, and as always, I'm joined in the lab by my man, B Easy. What's up, B?
Howdy ho, folks.
Yeah, he's kind of tired. Now, I'll give him a pass on this intro because y'all need to hear the weekend that he had. Listen, I'll put it to you like this. I had nothing more than a birthday. That's all I had. I had a damn birthday. The high point of my weekend was literally and truly, this shows you how sadistic we are as parents. Yeah. Because the high point of your life as a parent is hearing your child fail. But I want you...
I was expecting him to say, "Oh, happy birthday, Daddy."
Nah. Hearing your child fail at something that you warned them about. Now, if it's something that they fail about that you didn't warn them about, that's your fault. You, by default, have to give them sympathy. But if it's something that you warned their ass about and they still fail, you are given a divine pass by God to relish in it. My girl was telling me that her son was in the car this past weekend and he was going to buy a new cage for his pet lizard. And she said he looked at her and said, "God, I just gotta go back to work on Monday. There's no rest. There's no break. The days just seem to roll into each other. One day," I am not making this up. This is how she said he said it. He literally looked down as she was driving at his hands and said, "The days just seem to roll into each other. Seems like I'm off on Friday and I'm back to work on Monday. Then I work all week for my check, and just like that, it's gone." As a mother, she looked at him with sympathy. If it was me, even though he ain't my kid, if it was me, I'd have drove and be like, "Yeah, motherfucker, welcome to adulthood." I would have driven. Bro, I am telling you, have you ever heard a song? Remember back in the day, you hear a song and there's a certain part and you rewind it. You be like, "Yo, man, check that part out. Listen at this lyric." Man, you know, you hearing Dr. Dre, COMPTON in a city they call Long Beach. Rewind it. COMPTO. I would have rewound that shit in my spirit the entire day. I would have looked at that Commanders game on Sunday. And just to give myself a pick-me-up, because we was already getting our asses whipped at halftime, I would have replayed that in my head. Damn, we down 28-7. It seems like you work all week for your paycheck, and just like that, it's gone. I would have immediately like, I'd acted like I was part of Fox. Back to you, Kurt Menefee. I would have been, I'm serious, dog. That was the high point of like, listen, only real parents, see, Brian think I'm messed up. Only real parents understand this. You love your kids. You do. But there is nothing more satisfying in this world than to see their ass come to a harsh, blunt realization that everything you tried shielding their ass from, like adulthood, responsibility, everything you tried to gradually get them to understand, all comes to a head at once. There's no feeling more satisfying. It's like Tupac said in Hail Mary. I ain't a killer, but don't push me. Revenge is the sweetest joy next to getting pussy. That is the only time in my life I've busted a nut without lotion, a movie, and a woman. So,
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
it's the truth. So, that was the high point of my weekend. Now, I want y'all to listen to what Brian's weekend was like and understand why I gave him a pass on why he gave that lackadaisical ass greeting. Go ahead. Let our viewers know about your weekend from heaven that would send a righteous man to hell. Go.
Anyway, I went to the Belty Awards.
Oh, nigga, no. No, let me stop that bullshit right there. Let me go ahead and stop you. That nigga went to Exotica, y'all.
All right,
with
all right.
3 X's.
Okay.
3 X's, and I ain't talking about ex-girlfriends neither. I'm talking about EX, XX, TI, Cuh. Yeah, that's where he went. Now go on with the story.
It's a good story. All right. Yes, I did go to my third Exotica DC venture.
This is a show me your tits bell. He didn't even need to ring it.
Yes. Actually, overall, this is, I believe,
How many times they show you they tits?
well, they had, pasties on. So,
Nigga, don't nobody care. We know what's under them pasties.
so actually, they were everywhere pretty much.
Joke is just pasties
Yes,
everywhere.
everywhere.
Nothing but legal pads, papers just ripped out on chests.
Yes. So anyway,
Now all of a sudden you got amnesia.
Yeah, I have amnesia. No, actually, it was a good adventure. I went to the Friday and Sunday.
Like he Dora and Diego the Explorer. Yes. It was a good adventure. Come on, Boots. Like you sit up there flipping down. Nigga, yo, this is not the story that he gave me.
I'll give you this story.
Oh.
I'll give you this story because
like we on a Disney Channel.
Yes,
or something.
yes. I'll give you this story. Last week because I tried to convince you one last time to come out and enjoy.
What part of me starting this podcast saying my girl? Don't you
I
understand?
heard you. That's what I'm saying.
This is how disrespectful Brian is. No, because first and foremost, man, he ain't telling y'all the story he told me when I came in here. That's number one. Number two, this dude actually thought that I would be able to go to an Exotica event for a full weekend. I said, bro, I got a girl. This shows you right here the logic of a single man. This is what he tells me. Hey, man, yo, you want to come with me to Exotica this weekend? I'm like, bro, man, I would love to, but how am I supposed to explain this to my girl? This is what this nigga says, which lets me know his ass ain't never been in a for real relationship. Don't tell her. That was his, no, that's what you said. Tell the viewers the truth.
Actually, the actual truth was I said, why don't you invite her? Because
then
it's free
what's
on
the
Friday.
point of going?
Dude, you wouldn't believe how many women were there.
You know how stupid that is? That's like family vacation. That is the stupidest shit ever. It's not a vacation if you bringing the niggas you trying to vacate away from with you. Nobody goes to an event like that talking about I'm going to bring my woman. No, you may bring a side chick, but you ain't bringing your woman with you. Your woman is your reality. This is fantasy, my nigga. Let me ask you a question. We'll take it Disney.
Okay.
For all of our young viewers out there.
Yes.
When Ariel sang Being a Part of Your World, was she submerged when she sang it? Or was she above the waves?
I don't know.
She was above the damn waves. You want to know why? Because she didn't want to bring what was under the sea up to the shore. That's why, nigga. She said, I want to be a part of their world. I don't want to bring my world to their world. Who wants to bring their woman to that event?
Plenty.
They're stupid. They're all dumb.
Well,
It's like going to Dunkin' Donuts and ordering a fucking salad. Now tell the damn story.
All right, like I said, I'll give you this story. So, I had the opportunity, as I was able to get interviews with with interviews with people.
Name the people.
Let's see. One of them is a person that you wanted me to get something from. Her name was Alexis Texas. So, here's the thing. I wasn't able to get an
Everything
interview.
is bigger in Texas.
Yeah,
Understand
of course,
that.
and that's what she said out there too. And unable to get a proper interview, but I did get something for you as a birthday present while you bitch and complain.
What's up? Now watch this motherfucker. This is. Let me see this. This my nigga, man. This my dude. Straight up and down. All right.
Read the inscription. Just read it.
All right. Let's see. Out loud.
Yeah. You're gonna.
You a dirty motherfucker. You could have given this to me off air. This shows you just how fucked up people are. Thank you, but this shows you just how I'm gonna take that. But this shows you just how messed up Brian is. Brian is a dirty dude, man. He could have given it. Why didn't you get that joint to me off air?
Because I wanted. Initially, I figured it's like the people want to see, your reaction of a nice present gift, for your birthday. But I also want to mention the fact that I had to literally, since I couldn't get the interview, I had to sacrifice myself to get that picture by doing this. And let me.
That's my dog. That's my dog. Listen, man.
Let me go back again.
And red is my
all
favorite
natural. I was able to cup it for a little bit.
I gotta immediately. There are a couple of safes in my crib. One got guns. The other got money. This one gonna have this. So I didn't listen. I ain't even gonna. Let's just move on.
Thank you, Miss Texas.
Yo, man, let's just go ahead and start the show, bro. You ain't shit, bro. You could have given that to me when I came in the studio. Why did you wait till now?
Again, I want America to see your reaction, and especially, the reaction of this.
That nigga got on a goddamn sweater.
Oh, who, me?
Yeah.
Actually, it's my Long John top.
Okay. Joker said I had to sacrifice myself. He a kamikaze or something. I had to sacrifice myself. That ain't no sacrifice, nigga. Your America, this is the reason why me and Brian don't rock sometimes, bro. A sacrifice is actually denying yourself something. Me, I sacrificed. I didn't go. That's a sacrifice. This nigga said, I sacrificed myself, Doug, and showed a picture of him taking his hand and rubbing it up against her assets. And that's what you call a sacrifice.
For the greater good.
I can't with this nigga, man. I can't with this nigga, Joe. Let's go ahead and get this shit started, man. What? I can't with this dude, man. Yo, we gonna go ahead and get this thing started. Like I said, I've been getting videos sent to me for our segment, This Nigga Here. Okay. Now last week we had the 600-pound life, which there were 3 members of the This Nigga Here. I'm glad in this video y'all narrowed it down to 2. All right, let's go. This Nigga Here segment.
That's how you feel. I gotta respect it.
And that's all you have to say. If that's how I feel, I'm gonna respect
I mean, what
it.
do you seem like
You
it's
said your
already
one
lined
liner.
up.
If that's all you have to say,
You should-
let's
you
hug
seem like
and let's
you-
just let it go. You ain't trying to fight for nothing.
You seem like you've already made your
It
decision.
ain't about me already making a decision. You don't have a rebuttal
You
for
seem
nothing that I'm
like you've already
saying.
made your decision.
I wanted you to say something,
I'm
and you're not
listening to
saying
you speak.
It's not time to listen. It's time to talk. All of the things you say you want to be there, you're here for me.
All right, let me go ahead and give y'all some backdrop, okay? This young lady came up to a guy she was dating, and she said she basically literally came to him and she sold a wolf ticket. She told him that she has been decided to move in a different direction. I don't even know what the fuck that even means. I really don't. Like what, you walk to the right, now you decide to move to the left? Like what does that even mean? So as a result of that, she was trying to elicit a response out of him that obviously he didn't get that email. Because that nigga literally looked at her and said, I gotta respect it. Now, the reason why it is so intriguing for this nigga here is because I don't know who, once again, see, y'all are doing this to me on purpose. Y'all are trying to figure out Doug's analytical or critical mind. Who is the diss nigga here I need to focus on? Should I focus on the nigga who went to him with an ill-fated attempt to get him to be in a certain position? Or should I focus on this nigga here who literally and truly rearranged the spelling of a word to get his point across and took a drink out of an already empty water bottle? Like, do you understand how much of a G you gotta be to quench your thirst with air? That nigga was parched with her nonsense and quenched his thirst with air and said, well, if that's what you gotta do, I gotta respect it. That nigga went Birdman. He went Birdman, dog. I'm pulling up on you, nigga. Put some respect on my name. Put some, like, literally, bro.
I'm about business.
I'm about business. Yeah, I stand on business. That nigga went king. That nigga went King Harris. I stand on business. You know how much business you got to stand on to take a drink of water from a place where there is no water? Yo, bruh, you got to play that shit again. I just got to see the part where that nigga say, I got to respect it. That's the part that I got to see again. Because that nigga went out like a G. That nigga really and truly represented. This is what we need to understand. As black people, we don't live our lives just for ourselves. We have a responsibility to our ancestors, the people who came before us. And that black man said, for all the niggas out there who got hustled and rustled into marriage or into relationships that they shouldn't have been, that nigga said, I'm taking this non-existent squig of water for all of y'all. Who are, like, for real, think about it, man. How many brothers you know are in relationships right now that they shouldn't be in? But it's because a woman gave them an ultimatum and they didn't respect it. Play it again. Play it again, because this nigga's my hero, at least for the next 7 days.
That's how you feel. I gotta respect it.
And that's all you have to say. That's how I feel.
Stop. Yo, man. If that's how you feel, I gotta respect it. Yo, let me ask you a question. Do women really believe ultimatums work?
Yes.
Why? If you gotta give somebody an ultimatum, why should you even be with them? Explain that to me.
They believe that they want to believe the fact that they'll do anything to stay with them. That's how they think, and it feels like, you know, this ultimatum will be their finite to say, okay, to solidify their relationship, knowing full well that they probably have a whole bunch of problems that they've never fixed.
Yes, there's not enough water in the house.
Right. So, but I don't know what this show came from, and I don't really care. But things like that, you know full well. I respect the dude. The dude's just like,
yes, I do. Truly, he stood on.
Yeah.
Man. I'm telling you, the fact that he stood 10 toes down and didn't sit up there trying to go back and forth with her, getting upset and nothing. Like that's the part that gets me more so than anything. And then she goes and says, it's not time to talk. It's time to, what she say? It's not time to listen, it's time to talk.
Yeah, but the thing is like, you kind of didn't want to talk anymore because you
made your mind up.
So really it's like, okay, you're confusing me by saying it's like either, I'm out of this relationship. It's like, okay, I respect that. Now
No.
Don't leave.
He did not say I respect that.
Yeah.
He said, I gotta respect it.
Yes.
Fellas, give your woman what it is they've always wanted. Respect. That's it. When your woman literally says, hey, I ain't giving you no more because you don't know how to act, get yourself the emptiest bottle of water you can and say, I gotta respect it. And just walk out. I'm telling you, man, I've come to the realization I don't think women want what it is they ask for. Because what did you want this man to do? You made a decision, he respect it. What is he supposed to do? Grab you? No, you ain't gonna leave me.
That's the thing. I think that's what they want. They want that reversal. It's like, don't leave me. I want you. She wants him to grovel.
This is not Blackstreet. I am not Teddy Riley. Don't leave me, girl. No, take your ass on out. I'm not about to do that with you. I'm not. Because even though I respect you, I gotta respect myself. You understand that? It's all about respect. That's what it's about. It's about respect. That was the reason why I ain't go with you this weekend. Because she had an opinion, and I got to respect it. That's the reason why. I respect. Okay, I'm done. I'm dead in the water still floating off that joint, boy. That is stupid. Man, y'all keep sending these videos in for this nigga here moments because that joint was amazing. And the fact that she stared at him, like she was doing, notice how she tried to stare at him to see a break in his, and she just, I'm going to move in another direction. And nigga did not break form at all. He didn't. So, hey, kudos to you, man. Wherever you at, bro, the next time I see you, the bottle of water is on me. Man, with college football playoff, man. They put in 2 1-loss teams. So the college football playoff is Michigan, Washington, who are undefeated, Alabama, who beat Georgia in the SEC championship game, and Texas, who did they beat? Nobody pays attention to the Big 12, so it's a team.
They beat Iowa.
They beat Iowa, okay? The only reason we know about Iowa is because of Caitlin Clark. So those are the 4 teams. On the outskirts is 1-loss Georgia, the two-time defending national champions, and the undefeated ACC champion Florida State Seminoles. Do you think the committee got it right?
They never get it right.
Damn, that's pretty definitive, but you got to respect it.
No, I do not.
I think the thing that gets me about this is I think it's about time people really and truly kill this fairy tale thought process of fair. I really think they need to kill this because it's not about fair. It's about money. It's about money.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
But the thing here is...
But there ain't no but when it's about dollars and cents.
There is a but.
Really?
There is. I've had this discussion with other people. This whole thing, this FBS bullshit and the fuck bullshit of football, college football, is this. You
really have some animosity?
Oh, I have animosity. I hate the polls.
Bottle of water over there?
Huh?
You ain't got no empty bottle of water over there?
No.
So he ain't got to respect it.
No. I never liked the polls. I never liked the BCS.
He never liked the polls, says a man who just came back from Exotica.
That's pole dancing. There's a different story.
I'm not about to let his ass
And I gave you a picture. Anyway.
Try to ruin my goddamn
this whole thing is a sham. All you see is the same teams pretty much over and over again, even though you may see newer teams, but it's from the Power 5, meaning the big power conferences. You don't see anyone new going in there. Even though next year there'll be 2 added teams into this, still
the only reason they're adding them is, like I said, it's
about money. But again,
Y'all can barely think about this. Y'all can barely get it right with 4. Y'all gonna add 2 more?
It's not just 4. It's just the simple fact of like they don't. Here, if you saw how it was ranked, they based off still a ranking system. It's like it's not based about college, the conference champions, or simple fact is like certain teams are undefeated and you still won't let them in. It's dumb fact is like you're basing off a polling system that no one understands why you created for.
Duh.
But again, like initially, yes, it's about money and about something that just does not make sense. Because knowing full well, Michigan and Alabama will be the main game to watch anyway.
Ain't nobody paying attention to Texas and Washington.
No one cares. And by the time you get to the national championship, whoever Washington, Texas winner of that, probably get their ass handed to by Michigan or Bama. Yeah. So again,
you are really on ass after seeing
because my thing about college basketball, my thing about college football is I feel like the days of its innocence has been long gone.
Nigga, it ain't all right, I gotta stop you there.
Let me finish.
Go ahead.
Let me finish.
Go ahead, because you're on this fantasy affair.
No. It's not about fairness. It's the simple fact is like, look, you're not giving everybody an opportune chance. You killed a conference by having 4 of their prime members leaving it, and pretty much everybody else going out after that.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
You say innocence, right?
Yes.
Name one time in history that there's ever been a committee and innocence has been attached to it.
What, in current state affairs? None. But
they have committees all up on Capitol Hill.
I get that. But here, in this case scenario,
committee.
When was the last time we saw any other school besides a SEC or a Big Ten winning that shit?
Never.
No,
it's been a while. No.
And let me add this.
It was a while ago. It was a while ago, but I would say the last non-SEC or Big Ten team to win, wouldn't that be, if I remember correctly, I think it would be Jameis Winston in Florida State, wasn't it?
No, Clemson. And that was 7
Oh,
years
yeah,
ago.
damn. I'm totally, damn. That shows you just how long, that shows you just how much the SEC is dominated.
Right. Then let me ask you this. When was the last time a non-Power 5 champion has been crowned?
Not never, has it?
Yes. BYU. Back in the 80s.
With fucking Steve Young, nigga?
Yes.
This nigga here is ridiculous. Listen.
But my point is the fact is like...
You know how much money... in BYU a Mormon school?
Yes.
You know how much money Mormons get?
I get that.
They ain't even got to drive cars. They ride bikes.
Right. But
so they save on gas and oil changes.
So the point is the fact is like... Based off for the last almost 40 years, all the college football wants to focus on the Power 5 because they believe that they make the most money, and that's where they believe that a lot of people will focus and watch.
Yes.
Fine. Here's the thing.
I'm gonna be real with you. I think they should have did the same thing with Georgia and Alabama that they did with Alabama and LSU years ago. Remember, LSU beat Alabama. I think in the conference championship, and then Alabama came back and spanked them in the national I think they should have did that again. I really and truly do. But I'll put it to you like this: we sit up here and we talk about all the teams that got left out. Fine. One team we ain't have to worry about being in there was Colorado. Yeah.
I'm happy with that.
Hating niggas. Listen. But Deion, I'm going to tell you right now, Deion has lost a lot of recruits lately. But none more important than this one. Deion and Tracy Edmonds have broken up.
I thought they took a break.
Nigga, this ain't a job. They broke up. But damn, bro. You know what's so crazy about that is that just the timing of it all. That's the part that gets me, the timing of it all. The one thing I can't stand is when people make it seem like it's mutual. I hate that word. So y'all broke up? Yeah, whose decision? It was mutual. nigga, y'all did not wake up simultaneously and say, this is the end of our relationship. Do you agree? And she like, I said, I was thinking the same thing. I do not understand why people say it's mutual. It is not mutual. We just sat up here and seen an example of lack of mutualism. Ism. Is that a word?
Okay.
Okay. For real. She probably woke up and said, I'm going in a different direction. And Dion took a sip out of a non-existent bottle of Deer Park and said, hey, I got to respect it. I'm just saying, man, Dion has had a hard, I'll put it to you like this. Dion has had a very up and down year. Well, I'll say up, and his downs. What do you do when you break up with Tracy Edmonds? Do you put on Babyface or do you pick somebody else? No, I'm just serious, man. Like, for real. No, like, seriously, do you put on Every Time I Close My Eyes?
I was thinking more like an Eddie Murphy on Party All the Time because she's now a single woman, but hey.
I'm just saying, man, every time I close my eyes, I thank the Lord. Well, no, the song says, I got you. So he'd have to change got to had. What do you do? Like, you break up with Tracy Edmonds, like, seriously, man.
Look, he's a college coach now. I believe that.
Love is no crime.
Yes.
If I'm guilty of love, let me do.
Well, it takes a cute on 2 occasions.
Yeah, there's something in us beautiful, but it's not enough. I saw that video the other day. Like every now and then, I'll sit back and I'll listen to old school music. Man, that video was a trip. Every last one of them niggas had processes. You know, L.A. Reid is in that video playing the drums.
Yes, yeah.
He got a process too.
Yeah, the whole group did.
The whole group did. That shit shouldn't be called The Deal. It should be called What's the Deal? Like, why do all of y'all have processes in y'all hair, man? And how is it that Babyface's processes lasted 40 years and the rest of y'all haven't? What's the deal with that? Man, I'm just saying, man. I wish them all the best, man. I really and truly do. Breakups are hard, man. Because they always come. Have you ever noticed that breakups never come when you're on top of the world? They always come at your most difficult moment.
Yep.
Because I swear to God, bro, hey, man, where was this energy at when The Rock showed up on College Game Day wearing a Colorado jersey? Or Lil Wayne was bringing us out? Where was that? Like, come on, man. I got my ass whooped like the last 2 months of the season, and now you want to take I think we need to go in different directions. Like, come on, man. Damn. At least wait till I get some new recruits in and I start winning. Then leave me. But don't leave me at my lowest, man. Damn. I done lost a toe, football games, and now my girl.
Hey, gotta respect it.
You a dirty dude. I say my jokes out of pure fun and enjoyment. You are a malicious person. Because you are. You've been this way about Colorado since the very beginning.
I felt that media overhyped that from the start.
Oh, of course, but that's what the media does. That's what the media does. Remember, you play one good game, and you the greatest thing since sliced bread. Man, whatever, bro. I don't know, man. I don't think Dion tripping off that shit. I don't think so.
Oh,
You think? But real talk, objectively, as best as you can, you think Colorado bounces back next year, or does it get worse, or is this the pinnacle?
I think this is a start. It's they were. I mean, the year prior they were only won one game, just one.
Yeah, true.
So
I mean, to me, he did a great job strictly off the numbers.
Yeah, straight off them. It reminds you. I just think the hype of it all made their fan base, go crazy, But I felt that what he did in his first season is what Ian Escher did. He gave the the University of Colorado an energy boost that they haven't had in a long time.
I think the last time, Cordell Stewart maybe?
Yeah,
in the 90s.
Yep. So it's been a while. So I give him that. So until, see what happens next season. Mind you, they'll be in a new conference and everything. So we'll see what happens.
All right. Well, we're talking about what's next, man. We came across this clip of sports. Women were sitting up here talking about sports and why they're not getting supported the way that they do. Let's check this clip out.
Give me a second. You know how the computers are these days. Yeah.
I'm trying my best not to look at that picture.
Of course not.
You a dirty dude for that, bro. I don't care what nobody say. You my dog. You my man, pots and pans. I don't have to find it. This shit just going to stay in the car. This shit going to stay in the car.
Anywho, here's what was said.
She going to have to stay in the car.
We all know that if we don't have the button pushers behind the people that's cutting the checks behind
it's not gonna move.
Women's sports, it's not gonna move. We can be out here marching and women empowerment all we want to, but at the end of the day, if you're not sitting in that office cutting checks, making big decisions, it's not gonna move.
I'm gonna keep it a brick. Don't nobody want to watch that shit.
I am so proud of the man in the pink suit and the man with the turned back hat. Because it's about time we just start saying the truth. Ladies, this is no disrespect. This is not about y'all's skill level or anything. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I couldn't beat not nan one of y'all in basketball. And I can openly admit that. I can't beat not nan one of y'all. I'd let you post me up all day. I'd let you back me in the paint. But I won't be able to beat you. Okay? But the thing is, y'all need to stop acting like people are holding y'all down. Women don't even support women's sports, man. Like, let's keep it a stack. Let's keep it for real. There are more women at NBA games than there are at WNBA games.
What type of women, though?
See, now we're getting into specifics.
Yep. Because the type of women who go to those NBA games, they're just trying to look for their next payout.
You say that like it's a bad thing. Listen. Okay, you say that like it's a bad thing. Listen, I've never been one to fault a woman for how she make her money. I fault the man on being the goddamn lottery ticket that she keeps scratching off to get it. Okay? But that's neither here nor there. All right? All I'm saying is, ladies, maybe y'all should start supporting women's sports. Maybe y'all should.
Again, look, I'm a fan of sports in general. I've been to WNBA games. I've worked with the Women's Soccer League. And those games are competitive. They're enjoyable to watch. Mind you, yeah, the fan base should be, if they can increase, yeah, it's based off of how good or bad the teams are. I mean, that's the starting point. But what the guy says, yeah, if you never liked it right from the jump, then that's your opinion.
Whoa.
Because I think that's where I got from that type of attitude. He's like, he doesn't like to watch it. Fine, that's you. You don't want to watch it.
I don't think I think that's a very nearsighted way of looking at it, says the man wearing glasses. But I really do. I think it has a lot to do with the fact of the matter that it is not supported by their own. It's not.
What own? Their main objective, the main objective I felt, especially with the WNBA, because it was sparked based off of the women's national team back in the early 90s, or in the 90s.
Yeah, the Cheryl Swoops.
Yeah, all them. Yes, yeah, all them. So, because they became popular, their names alone became, cemented into a lot of people's brains because they were that damn good.
Oh, yeah, they were. They don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
Shout out to Don Staley, who was the point guard on that squad.
So, and then the unfortunate thing was like, we never see him again until when? 4 years from now. So smartly enough, creating the WNBA, they say, hey, why don't you, during the summer, keep you here so people can keep seeing you.
Okay, so if that's the case, and we because I really and truly think women need to be called onto the carpet about this. I really do. You can, I'll stand on it. I stand on it myself. I think women need to be called onto the carpet on this. Y'all don't support your own sports. Women don't. I think this is what I see. This is what I see when it comes to women. They're more so invested in trying to infiltrate men's platforms. when you look at the ESPN hosts, you got Malika Andrews. I do not want to mess her name up. Shanae Ogumake. You got her. You got Candace Parker on TNT. They're sitting up there doing commentary for men's games.
No.
Why don't they do-
No. They're commentating on basketball.
Played by men.
No, basketball.
When have you seen
basketball?
When have you seen Malika Andrews commentate a WNBA game?
It doesn't matter.
It does matter.
I know a person who she's very well intelligent basketball.
Wait. I want this to be, I am not talking about their knowledge of the game. I'm talking about why is it so incumbent upon women to infiltrate men's
It's
spaces?
not infiltration.
Okay, then what do you call it?
I call it a simple fact. It's like this person knows her shit. And actually, he plays the game.
So why can't they be over there with the WNBA?
Some people do both, but based off of
Who?
let me put this out. There's a person I personally know who comments for the Washington Mystics and Wizards.
They're very not good.
Yeah, that's true.
They're wasting your talent and time.
But the thing is, she's like, she comments on women's games and basketball games in college and the pros. This woman knows her shit.
I don't doubt it.
So the thing is, well, now you claim it's an infiltration. It's like, no, this person knows her shit. So having them talk about an actual game, that's what it is. We're talking about basketball, not about men's basketball or women's basketball. It's just about basketball.
Using that, B, then why is there such a push for women's sports if sports are sports?
Again, for women's sports, to push women's sports, and especially when it comes to pay equality and all that stuff, people want to, but that's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother story.
Yeah.
But the thing here is about people want to at least have a variety, and especially those who play the game, to see something that they barely get to see. Like I said before about the WNBA, when how it got started is because of the fact that these are our national stars.
Because I remember there was actually 2 women's leagues. Remember?
Yes.
There was actually 2, and then the WNBA absorbed the other one.
No, actually, correct that. No, WNBA was completely organically made by the NBA.
Yeah, it was, but there was 2.
There was another. It was
league, almost like the gorgeous ladies of wrestling type shit.
Yes, there was another league.
It was like the gorgeous ladies of wrestling type shit.
I remember that. Yes, there was another league, but that kind of dissolved, and sort of like it really didn't get the notoriety or push like it properly did with the NBA, which was the WNBA, because it got financed by the NBA.
So then explain to me this. Then riddle me this, Batman. Why is it that women are not supporting their own sports?
Certain women aren't.
The vast majority aren't.
No. Certain women. Those who are supporting the matches that I go to are those who play those games. Those who go see the Washington Spirit.
So
we're talking
about
fans
the
of the soccer.
infinitesimal small.
Yeah, true. But you're giving them a market to see people they want to see.
So at this stage, with social media, there are a lot more platforms and a lot more influence that women have now that they never had back in the 90s, the mid 90s, when the WNBA first came on, right? Why are they? I'll put it to you like this. I see more women at All-Star weeks for basketball games than I do at regular season games for the WNBA. That is factual. True. Now, whether they're there for the reason you so eloquently illustrated earlier or not, it still does not negate the fact that why are they not supporting something that every time I turn around, I hear about women speaking about equality. I hear them, and that's their thing. If that's what you want to do, that's your thing. I'm not here to sit up here and talk about who's right or wrong. What I'm trying to come up with is solutions, because this has been an argument for decades. So my thing is, why are not more influential women supporting these sports? Because beyond soccer, I dare somebody to tell me a sport that women are supporting that is female dominated beyond soccer. And that's a shout out to Mia Hamm, Hope Solo, Megan Rapinoe. Like seriously, like she's aggravating. Like she really is. Cause she says some shit that don't make sense.
But continue.
Yeah. Calling Sue Bird the greatest basketball player of all time. She ain't better than Diana Taurasi. But and yes, I know my women's basketball because I support y'all. I'm just trying to say, why aren't more women supporting their sports?
The answer to that is not there. There is no answer for it because of the fact that.
Nigga, why you sit up there and pause like I was about to get the. I really and truly thought like God was about to open up the heavens and use you as a mouthpiece. And this nigga, America, this is what Brian does because Brian is safe behind the camera. This is exactly what that nigga did. He hit his button for his goddamn thing and said, the answer to that is, there is no way. I'm like, what the I've said it once and I'll say it again. Whenever a black person does unnecessary hand movements and look up, they are on some bullshit. If you go to your girl, ladies, I'm gonna let you, if you go to your man and you be like, yo, where were you? And that nigga be like, you already know that nigga lying. If you go to your woman and ask her, what do you think of this? And she's like, well, she lying. Brian did the same shit. Well, the answer is, there is no answer. Nigga, you could have started with that.
Gotta have the dramatics here. But.
No, you don't need the dramatics, man.
But seriously, though, the answer is like it is not. There is no answer for it because they are still trying to find ways to overpush this. Because there is a fan base, there's their founding fan base.
Of course.
How to get it to that next level? It's a slow build. I mean, just recently, the soccer league I mentioned, they have an exclusive deal with Paramount Plus, to air all their games.
Is it a fact? So listening to you when you talk about the slow push and slow build, because we're gonna touch on the finance part of it just for a little bit. You hear women sitting up here talking about equal pay. I think Kelsey Plum, to me, shout out to Kelsey Plum, she had the greatest answer. She wasn't talking, she said, we're not talking about the amount of money. We're talking about the share revenue. I think that was probably the best explanation of it because I've been hearing for decades women sit up here and say we should get paid just as much as the men, but you don't bring in as much as the men. And this is where I get into it. When you look at where the WNBA is at their age, because they're not even 30 years old, are they?
They're about to.
About to. Okay, so that means no. Okay, this is the nigga right here that when you asked him his age as a kid, he was like 8.5. Like, nigga, you're 8. Okay, so if you look at the salaries that the WNBA players average at almost 30 as compared to what NBA players did at almost 30. So we're talking about the NBA was formed in what, 1947? So in 1977, look up how much they were making compared to what the women are making now. And what the women are making now is basically out of the red. But yet they're sitting up here saying that they should get paid the same amount. So what I'm saying is, to go off of your point of it being a slow build, why do they not think from the standpoint that maybe, just maybe, we're laying the foundation for other women to come in behind us? Because think about it. Listen, look at the contracts these men get. Trust me, ladies, I am not sitting up here acting like every last one of them deserve the money that they get in the NBA. They don't. These motherfuckers are signing $200 and $300 million contracts and haven't won a ring. They ain't got no all-star appearance, none of that. It's just because of the way the sport has ballooned. So maybe it is a slow build. Maybe it is a patience. Maybe that's what it is.
But here's this is what now I'm, like I said, I'm supporting WNBA and all women's sports.
Oh, I do
especially
too. I do too.
pro women's sports. So here's the thing. I think what hurt the WNBA was the fact that, like, one, they initially based it off of, again, the popularity of the women that they started with. And then figured in the fact that by the time that they didn't realize the fact is, like, these women will have to retire and you have to build new stars. The way I see it is like the 30 years, the perfect example is what you just said. The NBA between 47 to 77 and the WNBA where they started up to now. I believe the base of the salaries, you can say they were kind of similar. But the NBA in their early days, they really didn't have any megastars.
No,
So-
really, it was two stars. It
Yeah.
was Bill and Wilt. God rest both their souls.
Yes.
And with Jerry and Elgin on the outside, but it was basically Bill and
there
Wilt.
was like, you had mild errors here and there, especially towards around the 60s going into the 70s. So, but still, the NBA wasn't really known. It's popping like that. And I mean, mind you, it's 77. Shoot, the biggest rivalry you can think of was between this Seattle SuperSonics and the Washington Bullets.
Oh yeah.
So because they met 3 times.
I'll put it like this. This is what my suggestion would be. Because notice, the NBA didn't blow up until March Madness was created by Larry and Magic in
That's
79.
correct. Yes, I agree.
So what, to me, needs to happen, there needs to be more of a focal point on women's college basketball.
No, but that's the thing. There has been, because that's
Absolutely.
where
Over the past- yes, absolutely.
because of the they noticed the fact is, like, especially when UConn women's team was dominant and all that stuff. So, and it's been going like that for years now. But the thing is, how it carries over, that's real difficult, because one, the WNBA has contracted teams and hasn't expanded in almost over 20 years.
But see, speaking of the UConn dominance, honestly, was more of a negative than it was a positive, because there is always a level of parity with the NCAA.
That's true.
When Gino Auriemma and Pat Summitt, God rest her soul, it was literally them going back and forth. Every now and then you may have had a dark horse come in, but for the most part it was between Gino and UConn and Pat Summitt and Tennessee. Now what you're seeing with the advent of Dawn Staley and her rise, making South Carolina a powerhouse, because LSU did something that was great last year. They won. And nobody was talking about LSU. It was South Carolina and everybody else. Like, I remember shows where they were like, do you take South Carolina or the field? They're like, nigga, I don't care if the field is the size of America. I'm taking South Carolina. Like, really. And when Caitlin Clark did what she did against South Carolina, that's what really and truly brought a fervor or a rejuvenation to it. Because I'm going to be real with you. The tournament last year was the first time I watched that shit from start to finish. I literally watched that joint from start to finish. I watched when Caitlin Clark single-handedly took South Carolina out. Single-handedly. So, to me, if I'm women's college basketball, as crazy as this may sound, you know what I'm praying for? Iowa and LSU again. If there was ever a time period where they need to rig games or pay off refs or, hire Tim Donaghy and bring him back just for the tournament, and all he does is ref LSU and Iowa games. I'm telling you right now, if you've got Caitlin Clark versus Angel Reese again in the Final Four, let alone the championship game, it will break the internet. It will break the internet. Now, I'm just joking about rigging games and stuff like that. But literally, if you see them again, could you imagine what that would be? The build-up for that would be like?
I mean, for ESPN, it would be great.
It would be off the chain.
But again, if true, yes, you will have the possibility of, this is the women's version of Magic versus.
Yes, because I think they're both their last year of eligibility, right?
Right.
So you're talking about taking that into the WNBA, and God forbid, let's just think about this. Iowa, because I do believe that if they end up in the top 10, top four, they're going to put them opposing each other. They're going to have to meet again.
Right.
And can you imagine if Caitlin Clark in Iowa avenges that loss to LSU last year, especially with LSU getting all of these people like Haley Van Leith coming in and all of them, and Caitlin Clark puts together a damn, I mean, what is one of the greatest college performances ever in a championship game? Let's just say she puts together, a Dwayne Wade type performance when Marquette beat Kentucky in the Elite Eight back in 2003, where he got a triple-double. Could you imagine if Caitlin Clark does that and avenges that loss, and then them jokers go into the WNBA, and now you've got Caitlin Clark, Larry Bird, Angel Reese, Magic Johnson, and for the next decade, these jokers are clashing? Bruh. I have just solved at least the WNBA. Now, softball, y'all on your own. Softball, you on your own. But the WNBA, I have literally solved y'all issue. Because, bro, I would tune in to see Caitlin Clark versus Angel Reese. I would.
Yes, you need. I think the one thing a lot of people need to point out, you need mega stars. It's not superstars. You need mega stars.
You need somebody. Because have the WNBA ever had a face?
Yeah, they've had several faces.
Of the league?
Yes.
Who?
You just mentioned them. Cheryl Swoops, Lisa Leslie, Gianna Trozzi.
Listen,
Now, if you're saying currently?
I love Cheryl Swoops, but Cheryl Swoops wasn't even the face of her own team. You would say that was Cynthia Cooper.
Yeah, because no one knew who Cynthia Cooper was until she played.
Thank you.
So
and
everyone
God knows,
but
Tina Thompson.
Yes, Tina Thompson. Again, they had, that was
I knew Tina Thompson for more than just basketball.
Yeah. So again, pretty much.
I'd pay money recently, to see Tina Thompson whistle. Listen, I pay money to see Tina Thompson whistle or drink a drink like that thing. But I'm just telling you, it was like, I don't think they've ever had a face of a league. In the 80s, it was Magic and Bird. 90s, it was MJ. They've never, for the past decade at least, it's been LeBron. They've never had a face of the league. And I think, honestly, Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, I really and truly think they could take the WNBA into the next stratosphere. Just my opinion. But, yo, we got to wrap it up. Hey, once again, I want to thank y'all for tuning in every Monday at 6 p.m. We love y'all, and we definitely appreciate it. For my home wrecking engineer, Be Easy, I am the ever faithful and docile Mr. Perspective Doug Bennett. Bringing comedy to this motherfucker here. Bringing comedy to the conversation. We love y'all and we out. Peace. Brian, you ain't shit, bro. You ain't shit for real.